Alright, what's up guys? This is my first video.
It all began on February 13th, 2021, when Joshua Mayo created this channel. From that time till August 2021, he only succeeded to gain about 1,200 subscribers. Then it happened. December 2021, 11,700 subscribers. October 2022, 213,000 subscribers. Presently at over 500k subscribers. You see, though he isn't the first to grow his channel from 0 to about 500,000 subscribers in just 2 years. Beluga did this. He grew his channel to 3 million subscribers in just 3 months. But you see, every story is unique. And the story of Joshua Mayo growing not just his channel, but his life, business, and income is one that's worth talking about. So hang on tight because we are embarking on a journey to see how Joshua Mayo became Joshua Mayo. Joshua Mayo was born in Detriot, Michigan in the year 1996 into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Mayo. At a young age, Mayo's parents got divorced, leaving him to stay with his mom. This doesn't suggest they didn't love him. He was loved, definitely loved by both parents. But due to the financial crisis they had, then they had to live at government housing, also known as Section 8.
So I grew up in Detroit, and my mom, it wasn't technically Section 8, but it was like government subsidized housing. And so it wasn't called Section 8, it wasn't labeled as that, but you only pay for what you can afford. And so it basically is Section 8. Yeah, we were on food stamps.
At this time, also, he attended school at the northern outskirts of Metro Detroit, Michigan. Due to the consistent violent outbreak, students taking weapons like guns and knives to school, their bags were consistently shaken before stepping foot into the school environment. But you see, all these things changed. It all changed when he clocked 13 and they had to move from Detroit, Michigan to Lake Orion, which was the region of the rich. Though it was the region of the rich, they didn't really live among them. They stayed at a trailer park. One time, he visited his friend's house and was amazed. You see, to him, growing up as a child, he wasn't opportune to see houses like that. At some point, he even imagined that people didn't live in such way. It became his first motivation to become rich.
To my first party in Lake Orion, and I pull up to my friend's house. His name was Chris, and the house was huge. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like perfect green grass, big house. You walk in and the mom's like all happy and smiling. Hey, Joshua. Like, how do you know my name? You know, I'm used to like my friend. I'm used to like going into somebody's house and like the mom's sleeping on the couch watching daytime television. You know,
right?
Like,
few years has passed. At the age of 19, he then accompanied his dad to see a rich friend of his who owned a construction company. He was really rich, and it wasn't just that he owned the house. To him, it was a mansion. And this mansion owner gave him the advice that made him the man he is now.
If you want to be wealthy, like really wealthy, you have to start a business. You have to do something to increase your income, because otherwise you're just gonna be waiting around for the next 40 years to make $1 million when you can start a business and you can make that in a year or even just a few months.
Right.
But you know, prior to this time, Mayo worked as a car salesman. For a reason only known to his boss, he was fired. He went ahead to get another job where he worked with a staffing agency. After working for about 2 years for people and earning 60k per year, he wanted more money, so he went ahead watching YouTube videos and learning how to web design. This was when he then started Upwork without a CV or a good portfolio. Well, it worked out for him and he made his first $100. And according to him,
when I made my first $100 in Upwork, it was like, I say this all the time, it sounds ridiculous, but it's so true. That $100 that I made, like my first $100, was more impactful than like the first time I hit 5 figures on YouTube, like for a month, you know.
Right.
And I believe it's gonna be more impactful than when I hit my first 6-figure month. There's something about that, for like realizing that I just made money on my own, online, from home, without a boss, without having to do a job. That was really impactful.
In the quest for more money, he then went ahead to open his first channel, which he failed. His second channel failed. Third channel failed. Fourth channel failed. But you see, he didn't give up. He continued to push harder and harder and harder, even opened another channel, which he then called Joshua Mayo. You see, this time he opened this channel not to practice people's formula or the strategy for growth in which he has watched from many YouTube videos. He wanted to go with his own method, his own strategy.
When I was first getting started, you know, you kind of get into the habit of, because you don't know any better, you're just doing what you see other people who are bigger in your niche do. And so I was just making videos like you, like Graham, like Nate, like all these other guys who had already made it.
Right.
And it wasn't working for me.
And you see, this decision broke it. After just 32 videos posted, in his 33rd video, it went banger with thousands and thousands and thousands of views every single day, sitting currently at 1.5 million views. From then on, 300k views, 1 million views, 800k views, subscribers counting and counting, moving beyond the chart, going faster and faster every single day, with thousands of subscribers adding up every single month. He has successfully built his business from nothing to something, owned many investments. All this has contributed to making the little boy from Detroit, Michigan into a YouTuber and into a millionaire. His imagination from the little house of his friends and from his father's friend has now become a reality. Well, presently, Joshua Mayo has a lovely life, a lovely kid, and a lovely wife, living the millionaire dream. For more of this kind of content, make sure to hit that like button and also that subscribe button.